word of mouth in today's marketplace means everything, or at least it should, to a business. If they don't respect you, your business, and your loyalty, it can negatively affect their business. Today, we're going to talk about how word of mouth can either hurt or kill a business. What's up, guys? Matt Weik, Weik Fitness. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. And I want to kind of talk about something that I've been seeing not only in my personal life, but those around me as well, that I just hear through normal conversation of friends, family members, acquaintances, neighbors, who, they're talking about different businesses that they're supporting, they're giving their money to, and all around are just doing business with. And I feel that today, businesses do not respect customers, consumers, and clients enough, and that it negatively impacts their business in the long term. And why is that? Years and years and years ago, before the internet even came out, if you wanted to complain to a company about a service or a product that you didn't feel is, great, that you didn't have a great experience from, you would pick up the phone, you'd call that company, and, you would hash it out over the phone. You would talk to a customer service rep, they would field your call, they would understand your concern, and either they themselves would try to take care of it, or they would pass you down the line, for the chain of command. Maybe it goes to their manager. Maybe their manager goes to their supervisor. From there, maybe it goes to an executive. However that chain of command is with a certain company. And what I'm finding is that you have businesses who don't respect the business of their customer or their loyalty to the brand. That you have people who are like, hey, I don't care if you don't like this product. I don't care if you don't feel that you got a great service. You're free to go anytime. You're not under a contract. There's nothing holding you or binding you to stay with our company. They want to pound their chest and act like they didn't do anything wrong. And they might not have. Trust me, there are plenty of people that complain and bitch just to do that because they just want to hear themselves or they want something free out of it. Now, I'm not saying that employers, businesses, brands, whoever should cave in and just give these people what they want. But if it's a legit concern, it needs to be addressed. In today's world with the internet and social media, word of mouth can absolutely positively crush a brand. There was a case where, oh man, I can't even remember what store it was, but it was some type of clothing department store, and a lady came walking in with a tire. You heard that right, a tire. That goes on your car. She brought a tire into this clothing department store and said, I would like to return this tire. It's defective. Now, clearly this clothing store does not sell tires, but they helped out the customer, said, okay, let's figure this out. They gave the lady a credit for the tire. She left happy. She came back in. She continued to do business with that company. Now, that's an extreme example. I'm not telling you that you should try and take advantage of somebody, because I'm not sure, how this lady thought that she bought just one tire from a clothing store. I mean, you do a 360 around the store, you're not going to find a tire anywhere. But the business wanted to take care of the customer. That business could have absolutely positively said, ma'am, look around. we're a clothing department store. We don't sell tires. We don't sell car parts. There's nothing automotive about this business. Maybe we have some clothing that have, car designs on them, but that's the extent of an automotive department that they have. And you know what? Today, when people are just upset, they're angry, they're frustrated, what do? You scroll through your social media, I guarantee 80% of the stuff that you're seeing is somebody complaining about something or, just a negative post. Because it's so easy these days to get our opinion, our point of view, our frustrations out to the public. For a business, that's scary as hell. Why? Because before you can even find out about an issue or try and help somebody out, they can go online and completely trash your business. So instead of being on the offense, where somebody comes to you and says, hey, this is an issue that I'm having with your company, your product, your service, whatever the case may be, and working towards resolving that issue, you end up on the defense because you find out after they blasted it out to their 1.2 million followers, and now everybody in the comments is saying, I'm not going to support this company, F this company, screw this company, I'll never do business with them, they don't care about their customer, what a terrible product, their service is, X, Y, and Z. They're playing defense at that point. Word of mouth is so powerful. And I don't think companies and businesses understand that and take it serious. I'm having a situation where I'm working with the company. I'm not going to give names, but, their claim is that they don't have a contract and that, we're free to leave at any point. Well, what that's telling me is that they don't respect me, the money that I've put into their business, and the support and loyalty that I've had versus going somewhere else. And they're throwing it back in my face because they have a so-called waiting list. Now, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I don't care if you have 1 million people on a waiting list just waiting to work with your business. If you don't take care of the customers and the clients and the families that are investing their time and money into your business right now, they can just as easily do exactly what I just said in the previous example. Go on social media, go to your business page, go to Google, give you a negative review, hurt your overall score, blast you on social media to their hundreds, thousands, millions of followers, and guess what? That so-called waiting list that you had starts to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Why is that? Because of the power of word of mouth. I tell one person my bad experience. That person goes and tells one of their friends. Their friend tells a group of their friends. That group of friends tells a group of their friends. You see where I'm going with this? Word travels fast. And the igniter is social media. It doesn't even have to be an in-person conversation that you're having with someone. If I put a negative review on my social media today, right now, about a business, all of my followers, not all, but, a percentage of my followers are going to see that. They're going to form an opinion of this business based off of my experience. Maybe they'll never do business with this particular brand ever, based off of what I said. Maybe they'll still try them out and form their own opinion. But regardless, that's going to be in the back of somebody's mind. And if they overhear somebody saying, hey, I'm thinking about, working or buying this product or that service or whatever the case may be. And that one person that heard you say something bad will say, hey, man, I heard Matt Weik say that, they weren't the best company to work with, or their product really wasn't that great, or the quality wasn't there, or they weren't friendly, or they didn't care about his business and his loyalty to the brand, and basically told him to go pound sand, that, they can replace his spot at any point because they have people on a waiting list. That's not how people should be doing business. I don't like when people get disrespected like that. Well, maybe that person doesn't go with that business. Or maybe people that are on that waiting list, they hear what's going on and they remove their name from that waiting list and they go to a different business and either immediately start working with them or go on their waiting list, whatever the case may be. So people need to understand that it goes one of two ways. It can either go in the favor of the business and help grow it, or it can start chipping away at their business and their revenues. So I think businesses need to listen to this podcast. They need to listen to it not once, not twice, maybe 3 or 4 times, and get this ingrained in their brain that we live in a world where you better provide customer service and a good experience to your customers and clients, or your business can be negatively affected. It's true that the customer isn't always right. And trust me, with my own business, I've had instances where the customer wasn't right. But that doesn't mean that I was disrespectful and basically told them, I have a list of people that are waiting to work with me. I don't need you. I can just as easily replace you. You don't have to stay here. There's no contract. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be. You should still try to find a resolution to this issue, to this problem. The business should be saying, hey, I understand your concern. We're going to look into that. But right now, while I have you on the phone, while you're here in the store, what can I do to make this right? What can I do to have, your business and have you respect our business? Have you continue to do business with us? What can I do to make you feel better about this situation? And I'm not saying you have to do exactly what they say, but you should be working towards a resolution showing that you care about their opinion and that you don't want to lose their business. There are way too many business owners that have the attitude of, I don't need you, F you. I'll be fine without you. And it's that type of mentality, when you portray that to the person who has this concern or frustration or problem or issue, that creates this word of mouth snowball effect. That something so tiny that could have been fixed because it was so stupid and it would cost the business no money at all to fix or take care of, to make the customer feel happy and continue to do business with them. Instead, they push that snowball down the hill and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then eventually you have a huge problem on your hands that you might not be able to fix. Look at a company like Comcast. They were one of the big, cable TV, internet, voice providers out there. People started complaining. The customers weren't happy with the service that they were getting. Whether it was the service itself, whether it was the customer service was lacking, or that they had to wait on hold for 2 hours, or that they had technicians come out and they were on hold for so long that the technician fell asleep on the customer's couch. And all of these negative reviews had a snowball effect. So what did they do? They had to recreate their business. Then came Xfinity. Nothing has changed. They just had so much negative press towards Comcast that they had to rebrand. There was no coming back from the amount of complaints that they had under Comcast. If anybody Googled Comcast, you would see a long list of complaints. So what happened? People started going to Dish. They went to DirecTV. They went to all these different other places. They went to Verizon. They left Comcast because Comcast had this laundry list of negative experiences. Bad word of mouth. So they rebranded. Came back as Xfinity. Oh, we have all these new features and this and that. It's the exact same service. You just had to fix your brand and recreate it because you had so much negativity surrounding your old brand. It's still Comcast, but they needed to rebrand. And I don't want to see businesses have to go through that. Simple processes and procedures could have went in and taken place to prevent this from happening. But they didn't care enough about the consumer. They just wanted the money. It's a greed issue with a lot of these businesses. They don't care about the people that are spending the money. They only care about the money itself. And unfortunately for them, when they piss off the people that are giving the money, that money can quickly disappear. So that's really all I want to talk about in today's episode. In case you didn't know, it's my birthday. Ding, 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 ding. I'm the big 3-6. My son says I'm getting old. You know, the eyes of a 3-year-old. Man, Dad, you're getting old. But I think businesses really need to listen to what I'm saying and what their customers are saying. Because word of mouth is extremely, extremely, extremely powerful these days. And social media can make or break a business. There are so many brands that are online only that do everything through social media and through their website. And they're making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. They don't need a storefront. They don't need to go out and pay for crazy marketing. None of that stuff. Their business was built off of word of mouth. And then there are businesses like Comcast who basically almost go out of business because of word of mouth. So the next time that you have a good experience with the brand or business, show them that you support them. Either go in and talk to a manager or a supervisor or an executive and say, hey man, I just want to say I really like doing business with you. Your clothes fit great, the quality's good, the service that I'm getting from your company is amazing. You know, this software that I purchased from you, it's really helping solve my problem. Thank you so much. Or if you're not having a good experience, do the same thing. Go in, talk to them, voice your opinion, but have a resolution. Hey man, I really think if you would do this, it might help. Because people, they only hear the complaints. But if you walk in with a complaint and a resolution, or something that they could think about on how it can fix the problem, they're going to say, okay, this person cares about the product enough to want to help us understand where we are going wrong and how we can fix it, versus all this dude is doing is complaining. He's calling me everything in the book. There's no consoling this dude. He already went deep 6. So, just think about that. And you know what? On my social media, if I have a great experience with somebody, I put that on social media. Hey, I just ate at this restaurant. I had amazing service. The food was great. The environment, the atmosphere was perfect. My entire family loved it. But then if I also, on the opposite side of the spectrum, go there, I have terrible service. The waiter, the waitress, whoever, never comes. I was waiting for a water refill for 30 minutes. They never came back to check on how we like the food. Whatever the case may be. I'm also going to put that on social media. Because, we all have the right to our opinion. And businesses have an opportunity to make things right. They should have steps and processes in place. Certain procedures. I like it when a restaurant will have the manager on staff come up sometime during the meal, generally towards the end, and says, hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm the manager of this establishment. How was your meal? Was it good? Is there anything that we could improve upon? How can we make your experience better? How can we earn your business again? we would love to see you back in here. I love that because they're taking the time and the initiative to care for their customers. So that's all I have for today. If you're a business listening to this, stop it right now and listen to it again because this is so important in today's age. But that's all I got. Happy birthday to me. If you have a June birthday, happy birthday to you. I appreciate all of your support, whether you're listening on our website or you're on YouTube listening to the podcast or you're a subscriber to iTunes and you get it delivered to your phone or tablet every single week. Thank you so much. If you guys want some free content, whether it's health, fitness, exercise, nutrition, supplementation, lifestyle, wellness, business, entrepreneurship, EDC items, things that I use every day in my life to make my life easier, head over to the website, weikfitness.com. Connect with us on social media. It's at Weik Fitness, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I love to hear your feedback, your thoughts, comments, concerns, ideas for new shows, new content that you would like to see me produce. I love to connect with you guys. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your day wherever you are in the world, an amazing week and weekend, and I will catch you guys next week.